if you asked it seriously, and if one realizes time, thought, we went into it the other day, time and thought are similar. They are the same movement. And thought and time have not solved this problem. And that's the only instrument we have. And we never seem to realize that instrument, which is the movement of thought, however limited, that movement cannot solve the problems. And yet we hold on to them. We hold on to the old instrument. Right? Thought has created all these problems. Right? That's obvious. Problems of nationality, problems which war creates, problems of religions. All that is the movement of thought which is limited. And that very thought has created this center. Right? Obviously. And yet, we don't seem to be able to find a new instrument. Right? We don't find a new instrument. But as we cannot let go the old instrument, and holding on to it, we hope to find the new. You follow it? You must let go something to find the new. Right? If you see a path leading up to the top of the mountain, it doesn't lead you up there, you investigate. You don't stick to that path. Someone asks, what is it? Why is it that human beings are so incredibly stupid? They have wars, they have this fragmentation of nationalities, religions, all the rest of it. And yet they live in this miserable, unhappy, quarreling, conflict, strife. You follow? Now what will make a human being let go the old instrument and look for the new? You understand? Look for the new. Is it that we are lazy? Is it that we are frightened? Is it, if I let go this, will you guarantee the other? You understand? Which means one has lived with this limited thought, and one thinks one has found security in there, and is afraid to let that go, and it's only when there is abandonment of the old you can find the new. Obviously. So is it we're asking, is it fear? Because you observe the multiplication of gurus all over the world guaranteeing security. do this, follow this, practice this, and you will have something at the end of it. That is, reward. The promise of a reward has a certain fascination, and the hope you will find in that security. But when you examine it a little more closely and not so gullible, not swallow the whole thing the other fellow says, then you find very clearly that the reward is the reaction of punishment. You know? Because we are trained to the idea of reward and punishment. Right? It's obvious. So when to escape from punishment, which means pain, grief and all that, we search a reward and hope thereby in that to find some kind of security, some kind of peace, some kind of happiness. But when you go into it, you don't find it. The gurus and the priests may promise it, but they're just words, right? So, how do we, human beings, go into this question together whether it is possible to eradicate totally this poisonous self-interest, self-centered activity? Right? I do not know if you ever asked even that question. When you do ask that question, you have already begun to be a little more intelligent. Naturally. So we are going this morning together think this problem over. Together. Thinking together. Not I tell you and you accept or reject, but together find out if this movement of the ego, the self, can ever end. Right? Are you interested in it? No, don't say nod your heads. This is a very serious problem. You may be stimulated while you are in the tent by the speaker, and I hope you are not. But you may be stimulated and therefore rather excited and say, yes, I agree with you, we must do this. And when you leave the tent, you forget all about it and carry on in your old ways. So, together, you putting aside your particular prejudice, your particular gurus, your particular conclusions, together we are going to investigate this question. To investigate, you must be free. Right? It's obvious, isn't it? You must be free to examine